Hello, my name is Alejandro Beltran. I also go by Max Beltran since Maximus is my middle name. And I figured I'd do my PowerPoint on like what I want to do in the future, which is some type of like investigating. So I did blood spatter analysis. Since obviously this is like an online class, you probably don't get to like see us and understand what we want to do. So I figured this would be cool to like kind of intertwine it with math. So my introduction is blood spatter analysis helps determine how blood was shed at a crime scene, and investigators use algebra, like math, to analyze blood spatter patterns and like reconstruct the events that happened. So this analysis can determine the position of the victim, type of injury, and the force of impact. Next. So understanding like the blood spatter patterns, there's like many factors that kind of like go into it. So there's also like dripping, like when somebody um gets like stabbed and they run, or there's like forceful type of trauma, like blunt force trauma, and then there's like also blood transferred um with the contact surface, and then there's also like the patterns can reveal the direction, speed, and the source of bloodshed. So like pretty much if somebody gets like somebody's bleeding and they start running, you can tell by the blood spatter how like the blood is going in that direction, which means they were going that certain way. So there's like there's a lot of like math behind the whole process. So there's angle of impact, point of coverage, and then the area of origin. And this is kind of how you like figure out everything and like where it happened and how it happened and where it started. And I took a college course in not middle school, in high school, and we used like the sine and tangent, which I also learned in like I forgot what type of math class it was, but in high school. But we used that also to like figure out the angle of impact. We used the width, the length, and then the example I put is like if there's 3 millimeter wide like blood stain and 6 millimeters long, you do like the sine 0 equals 3 over 6 equals 0.5, and then you put that in together with the sine to the power of -1, and that equals 30 degrees. And that's kind of how you like understand and figure it all out. And that's what we did in my class. So investigator draw, they also draw like lines from like the point of like if there's multiple bloodstains, and that's how they figure it out. uh they also find out where they intersect and indicating where like the source of blood came from. And I put that algebra helps at calculating the distance and determining the exact positions from when this all happened. Um, this is also how you like find the origin of the area, like where it happened and all that. So it's kind of like the same sine and tangent, and you kind of just plug it all in, and then you eventually get like the number you're looking for. Um, then also things like math related that go into it is the height of the blood source, so like how tall they are, whatever, like how tall the person is, like if their arm swinging, if it's from their like leg or their hand. So that's also the blood source affects the drop size and velocity, and then the higher velocity is like also gunshots. So like gunshot wounds, which leads to like a mist. So like when somebody is to get shot, it sprays instead of like kind of drops and clumps. So that's how you also figure it out. And then algebra also helps it like calculate like the speed, velocity, and like all of that, the height, and that's how you kind of figure it all out as well. I just put that it's blood spatter analysis is used to reconstruct crime scenes, verify witness or suspect statements, determine weapon type and number of blows, um, and that this is just algebra is a main factor in finding out all this stuff. Next is there's also surface texture affects the blood stain shapes. Multiple blood sources make it like kind of complex and hard to figure it out. Obviously, the wind and the temperature, if it's hot outside, it gets kind of clumpy and etc. like that, stuff like that. Um, and then also, I put like the careers that I would want to learn since I'm trying to do like a little bit of both. Like, obviously, this is for math, so, and I want you also to understand that or like figure out like what I'm trying to do since it's on an online class. So there's like crime scene investigator, forensic analysis, blood stain pattern analysis, and then like the required skills is obviously math, science background, attention to detail, and the knowledge of the crime scenes. And then for my conclusion, is algebra plays a crucial role in blood spatter analysis. It helps solve crimes with scientific accuracy, and the next steps is learn more about forensic science and crime scene investigation, and also just keep being better at like math, since it will help me in the long run. And these are some of my references that I pulled from my class I took in high school. But yeah, thank you.